Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another pre-show, a pre-race show, I should say, here at 7th Gear Racing. Tonight, I am joined by the, our Lord and Saviour, Jake, and the lovely Owen. How are you guys? You alright?
Alright, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Owen's fine by the sounds of it. Yeah.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I was waiting for you to respond to Jake, to be honest, but being polite.
I hope your race pace is faster than your response on that. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a hard race for you if it's not.
I doubt it, to be honest.
So, obviously, let's get into it, shall we? So, obviously, last week was a bit of an outliner, wasn't it? Because the race happened literally, less than 24 hours after a new patch had arrived, and the whole handling had changed, and everyone was a bit ski-whiff. Obviously, I know yourself, Owen, had a few spins last week. In between, obviously, you had that amazing battle with Visions. Are you guys both now comfortable with these the new handling we have in the game?
Yeah, a little bit.
Riveting stuff.
Mate, honestly, I'm not used to answering these questions anymore. I haven't been on the screen for a long time, so please excuse me.
Okay, so in other words, have you had enough practice for tonight, Owen?
Yeah, I've had a bit of practice. I'll be honest, it's been pretty busy at work, so I haven't been able to get on the game a lot. But I feel like I've got enough practice to where I feel comfortable in the race. There's just certain stages of the race, obviously at the start, cold tyres, you need to be cautious. And then coming out the pits as well, which obviously... we don't need to talk about that from last week. But coming out the pits this year, laps is essential because tyres are freezing, so you just have to be so cautious.
What about yourself, Jake? You got a grip on this new handling?
Yeah, sort of had to adjust the setups quite a lot on it. I know a lot of people prefer the front wing higher, which I've seen a lot of time trial, but it doesn't suit my style, so I have to sort of make my own setups, which I'm not very good at, but I feel like I get better as the race goes on.
Yeah, indeed. I think most of us do that. People like us that don't get a lot of practice in, the more the race goes on, the more you get settled, you get quicker. But obviously, back at Canada, I imagine there'll be a lot of track limits tonight. You've got the that lovely turn right left of turn 3 and 4. You've got other chicane at 6 and 7. You've got the 8 and 9, and of course you've got the last, the Wall of Champions chicane. So a lot of potential places to invalidate here. Any of you guys pick a favourite for tonight?
Firmsy looking very strong on time trial. So is Rhino, to be fair. He's like number 15 in the world.
Wow.
Rhino's looking fast. I think.
What, on Xbox,
I think coming into this game, especially the earlier races, we're seeing a dynamic change a lot in regards to driver positioning. I mean, obviously a lot of it will remain the same because if you're fast, you're fast. You know the line, you know the limits of the car. But this game is a completely different driving style to the one that we saw in the previous iteration of the game.
It is, because, I reviewed the game and I was like, this is the same as last year, but now this new handling mode, you can feel the difference. And I actually prefer it. I prefer it.
Now I'm used to it, 100%. It feels, you actually get some feedback from the car, rather than before, where you could feel next to nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I still can't trail brake, mind you, but so ABS is still on for me. But I definitely feel more comfortable in the car, and this is the first time I've got the wheel, where it's been like a year and a half now. It feels like I'm comfortable in the traction zones of putting the foot down earlier, whereas previous years it's been quite hesitant to put it down through fear of spinning. Now I know if the wheel is straight, I'm unlikely to spin, and it's very reassuring for someone like me who's definitely a confidence person.
Yeah, it's just the trail braking, the skillful part that you're struggling with.
Definitely, I've never been able to trail. My brain can. I used to be able to. I can do it on the pad. For some reason, I can do the trail braking with my left finger, but for whatever reason, my left foot won't do it.
Sounds like a skill problem.
Another person I mentioned tonight, obviously last week at Spain, obviously Benster made his debut and took his maiden victory at the same race. So he's another one. Did you mention him last week, Jake? One of the new ones to look at?
I did mention him, yeah, but I did also say that I didn't think he'd be like the elite level, like Rain Elite and all them lot. But in the qualifying, I think them guys were clear. But in the race, Benson was stuck with him all race. He wasn't like losing any time or anything.
Yeah. I mean, early doors it looked like Rain was going to pull away, but then that last stint after the safety car, for whatever reason, Rain just couldn't pull away and extend the gap to 3 seconds, and Benster took the win.
Yeah, he's a TT merchant.
Needed time penalties. But yeah, obviously, So obviously, you'd have to put him in the title contention, of course, if he stays. I forgot the word. If he's here every week, consistent. That's the one. But yeah, I was diving into some statistics before the race, and I think, obviously, Owen, last week I mentioned you as a potential title challenger. Obviously, I think your first title challenge was probably season 3 with Thomas. Kieran just missed out, and then I think in season 4 and 5, same thing happened again. Or I think season 5 was it the first one with the wheel? Season 5, I can't remember. But you've been close a couple of times.
Yeah, I've been close a couple of times. But I've just had either issues with just blatant mistakes, which I'll be honest, that haven't been overly common in a lot of other races, like in other leagues where I race.
I was going to say, how long have you had the wheel now?
I've been on the wheel for about a year and a half.
Did you feel you're up to speed now?
Oh,
where you were on
yeah,
the pad?
I'm quicker now on the wheel than I was on the pad.
That's good.
I'm quicker.
So the stats I was bringing out was obviously I wrote down 3 of the title contenders. So obviously Rain is the main title contender, right?
Yeah.
He's been here 33 races so far. 18 races he's taken pole, but only 11 podiums, and he's only converted 18 poles into 6 wins. It's almost kind of a do or die for Rain. His average points per race is just over 8.18. Whereas if you look at Firmsy, for instance, 22 races, 6 poles, 12 podiums, but 7 wins. So definitely one who converts poles into wins. And he's got more wins than poles. So definitely one who comes alive during the race. And he averages just under 14 points per race. So almost 4 points extra per race over Rain.
6 points.
Obviously last season Firmsy wasn't racing that much, was he? And your cell phone, do you want to hear your stats that I wrote down?
Sure. I'm sure they're great.
So 53 races.
Okay.
1 pole.
Yep, awful. 20
podiums.
There you go.
4 wins.
What's my average points?
Your points per race is, it's 10.08 for just over 10.
It's not bad.
Over a season, I was going to say, over a season, you actually, considering you've had 20 more races than Rain, like your points per race, like on average over a season, you higher points per race.
All I say is consistency is key.
That is the word, isn't it? Consistency.
Yeah, I think Rain's main issue, and I don't think he'll admit this himself, but I think his main issue is he gets too complacent. So if he sees that he's got a gap in front, he will start to make mistakes, and he will spin or crash or do something. And I think that's where he doesn't let pressure get to him as much, but he gets complacent.
I think it's the free air thing. I think when he's in free air, obviously you said it is a bit of whatever the word you said, I can't remember now. God, I've got a fish brain tonight. But also when he's in clear air, because you've seen him in traffic, he can overtake cars left, right,
for sure, yeah.
Hot knife through butter. But as soon as he gets that free air, it's almost as if he can put his foot down and go right, pedal to the metal. And because he hasn't done it, he'll just, like you said, just lose it.
Push it.
And more often than not, it results in a DNF.
I just want to also mention one to watch tonight, which is making debut is someone called Connor W, which is Elite's friend and according to Elite, it's like a similar pace to Elite. I mean, when Elite's like a top 3
Oh,
driver.
yay.
Yeah.
So I think that's could be one to watch tonight on his debut. Like I mentioned last week on his debut, could see another decent win potentially.
Yeah, and I think obviously with Canada, it's almost like a street circuit. So obviously, it's a lot because those walls are a lot closer. You could see a lot of wing changes tonight as well. Is Canada? Is it still a 2-stop even now with the tyre thing?
Medium,
So obviously
soft.
last year it was always a 2-stop, wasn't it? And the medium to hards didn't really work. So do you think we'll see a 2-stop tonight?
Medium, soft, I reckon.
Potentially, the Canada pit stop was one of the shortest ones on the calendar, so
It
you
is.
might be able to get away
That's
with
why
a
a 2-stop
2-stop.
is sometimes faster. Yeah. So you said medium, but you only get one set of mediums in the race, don't you?
Yeah.
This year's game.
Yeah.
One set of
Oh,
medium,
yeah, you do. Oh, you do, don't
So it could
you?
be a medium soft stuff potentially, or something like that. What's
Or
I saying
soft,
here?
medium, hard.
I don't
This
know they
new
did
patch
that.
is live, isn't it now? This is
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to mention wing damage, which is according to the patch notes that actually affects you now, compared to
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
pretty
because
much just go nearly full
if
speed
you-
still.
If you noticed in stint 1, Spain, I was keeping up with Visions and having that pretty good battle. I had wing damage at that point. I had an orange wing. And
Oh, wow.
It was barely affecting me. So I'm
Okay.
actually
I
quite
didn't realise it was
glad.
that bad.
Yeah, it was an orange wing. So I'm actually quite glad that they've fixed that.
Yeah. I mean, because otherwise you're just inviting dive bombs, aren't you? If the wing damage isn't really affecting you, is it?
Yeah, I didn't understand why that was a thing in the first place, but yeah, it's good now with only just more mistakes now.
So what are you guys hoping to get out of tonight? Podium, top 10, race win?
Top 5.
Yeah,
5. Okay.
I feel confident around Canada. It's one of my best tracks, I think. So I think I'm going for top 5 as well. Quite ambitious for me. But
Damn.
I'm feeling confident.
I like it.
Jake's
Jake.
got
I like
his
the
win last.
confidence.
Jake, by the way, can I just say, for 7GR, he did a big last night. In one of the esports tournaments that we are in, Jake went and took the W at Australia. So he's the king
Of
down
course.
under. Once again,
It's like me and Monza. Jake went to Australia, I ran around Monza.
what tournament was it in, Jake? I keep
Yeah,
forgetting.
the IEC.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
IEC.
quite high up that still. Full of confidence. So hopefully I can bring it in tonight as well.
Excellent, fantastic. Okay, boys. Anything else to say before we wrap things up? Before we go live with the racing?
I think it's pretty much the same grid as I said.
Yeah.
Just look out for Connor tonight. I think he'll go fast. Sort of
Yeah.
Wayne's
Will he
making
push
his
too hard
debut
at
of the
the
season.
time?
He's a tier 2
Will he try
driver
to
there.
prove himself too much?
Potentially.
Who knows?
I don't know.
In other news, Oscar Piastri drama. Just saying.
Don't even start. That's hilarious.
Just saying.
I love it. The shenanigans is all, we love it.
Alpine
This
are
is where Williams announced them as well. Please do it.
everyone just starts announcing Piastri. Where do I go?
Right then. Well, then, guys, I guess we'll end the pre-show. We'll see you in a couple of minutes for the start of qualifying. Bye for now.
Goodbye.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to round 2 of season 8 here in 7th Gear Racing. Tonight we are at everyone's favourite Canadian track, Montreal. We hopefully, after a good one again, after last week's race in Spain. Obviously, last week was a bit of a different one because everyone had less than a day to try and figure out the new handling model. But tonight should hopefully be a bit smoother. Having said that, there are a lot of walls, so we never know. If you listen to the pre-show, you'll know that Jake and Owen are feeling rather confident. Hopefully their confidence will transfer onto lap time. It seems a bit quiet. 1 second, let me just... Let's try that. That's better. Right, so we've got lots of drivers on the lap. So I've been getting a bit of a weather forecast, but it's rain in race, maybe not. Rain in race, maybe not. Rain icon, but sun through the race. So it sounds like we might be getting a little bit of rain at the start, but maybe not. Definitely one to watch out for, because we all have a bit of rain, and of course the new patch that came out today is screwed with the tyre temperatures on the grid. So it's potentially going to be a bit of a fun start if we've got cold tyres on a wet track. That being said, it looks like Vegeta will be the first man to set a lap here in Tier 1. Of course, last year was won by Firmsy. He also set the pole position with a 108.4. So we'll see if these guys can get anywhere close to that. I doubt it. Yes, Fresh, I think there is going to be excuse every week. Oh, and it doesn't stay 10.6. He did. I expected him to stay right, but he went left, didn't he? So one. Let's see. Oh my God, where's the map? Oh, that was very close to the Wolf Moen. What kind of lap can he set? Well, 1:10.629. So it looks like the 10s. There's a time of the day. Well, it looks fit. Who's next? It looks like there's a Red Bull. Was that a Red Bull? Where are you? Come on. It's Pack Bussy, but he's invalidated. What about the McLaren? I saw that McLaren a second ago. Come on. Where are you? There you are. Danny Jones. No, he's on his outlap. What about the next McLaren, Rain? He has aborted. So next we've got the Mercedes of Bentstar. Of course, last week made his debut and took his maiden win at the same time. So definitely a favourite for tonight, and he does a 1:11.0. So, yeah. Not a slow lap by any means, but definitely not what people were expecting. So, Adam on his outlap. Got a Haas coming. Is that Elite Risk? He's invalidated. So I mentioned the pre-show about invalidations. We're going to see a lot of that tonight. Because Canada is a track you can definitely invalidate. So, oh, that's Firmsy. There's a 1:10.3. There you go. Good lap there from Firmsy. As the lap times are coming in. Kieran goes second with a 1:10.4. Great to see Kieran back up there. Love it. So next, I believe, is not Trey. Is it a McLaren come across? Danny Jones? Oh, is that a Red Bull spinning in the background as well? Who was it? Where's the other? Oh, it's Pack Bussy. It looks like he's had a spin. Oh dear. So that'll be Pack Bussy at the back of the grid then, because he didn't set a lap time, did he? All right, who's next? Let's So we'll stay with Elite Risk, shall we, to see what kind of lap time he can do. He'll be wanting, again, low 10s, get him near the front of the grid. Oh, very close to the wall. What can he do? He stays a little bit right, and he does a 10.8. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of time there left for Elite Risk. He's probably left some on the table. Got a Red Bull coming across. Was that Trey? What does he? Oh, he's invalidated, so he won't be setting a time. Got an Aston Martin. Oh, and one to watch tonight. If you haven't watched, didn't listen to the pre-show, Jake said to watch out for this guy, Mr. Connor W1537, who henceforth shall be known as Connor. Teaming with Kay Gorniak in the Aston Martin tonight. It's at 111.4. Apparently he is, or he knows, Elite Risk, so hopefully he'll be on similar terms today. Excuse me. Oh, and Trey's invalidated again. That's not good. Did Rain, has he set a lap? Oh, he gets so close. Sounds like they're locking up, but it's probably not. Stay on board. Let's see how. Oh, he almost lost it, but he saved it. That's going to cost him quite a few temps, though. As he comes around the hairpin. Oh God! Seriously, when the Cobus is ever going to fix this sound issue? It's been about 20 years now. Alright, that's why I don't like going on board. So, turns, here we go, the last chicane, turns 13 and 14, brushes the wall of champions. He does stay a bit more right, and he does a 110.6. So obviously we know he lost time with that little correction. Alright, the grid, nice and close. What about Visions? Is he on a fast lap? He is. What about Aurelian? He is invalidated. Trey has him. Oh, Trey's invalidated again. Good. So we'll stay with Visions in, shall we? God, Jesus Christ. We'll stay with Visions. He'll be the next one to set a lap if he doesn't invalidate. Having said that, it looks like he's going. It looked like he was going slow, but I think it might be lag. Something's going on. Yeah, he's on a slow. He's on some kind of slowdown lap. About Ferbsy. So. But oh, no. Well, alright. Oh, no. We'll stay on board with Owen. See if he can. He's just a 10th up, so that would put him into third place above Rain. Right on board. See how committed he is for the last chicane. Nicely done. Oh, and there's a Haas. That'll be Wave. Oh, he does a provisional power 110.2. He's gained almost 2 tenths in that last sector as well. So, stunning lap by Owen. He said he was confident, didn't he? And he's definitely converted that confidence into provisional pole. But here comes Firmsy. He's going quicker. Can he upset Owen? He does. 110.235. 20 thousandths of a second faster. The and Danny Jones has lost his wing. Benster has just done a 10.7. So he's improved but not gone up lap time. Elite Risk there as well. Not driving in the early part of the track. Oh, here goes Vintage then. What lap time can he do? 10s. Oh, 11.7. I don't think he'll be happy with that lap. Second and a half off the provisional time. Alros, another one who's very quiet at the moment. What about Jake, our Lord and Saviour, coming round to the hairpin? Let's stay on board with Jake, shall we? And his Ferrari. Jesus Christ, with the bloody engine noises. Come on, Codemasters. Alright. Come on then. What can Jake do? What gear is the last change? Is it 4th gear or is it 5th gear this year? Let's have a look. It's nothing because Jake goes straight on. Fantastic. Right, Elite Risk has just gone into 3rd position. He's improved by 4 temps, a 110.4. Great lap from him then. Kieran is currently a 10th up on his time. What about Rhino? Someone said Rhino's. I think didn't Owen say he was like P15 in the world on Xbox for time trial? So expecting a bit more from Rhino. Currently 7 temps or provisional pole. P11, as I think was that Alros who's just set a lap? Yeah, a second quicker, but he's still down there in 9th position. We've got yellow flags out, as it looks like an Alpha Tauri has had a spin. But we'll stay with Rhino for now, see if he can improve. He's catching the cut. Oh, Kieran goes fast. It's a 110.1. Oh, I'm loving it. I am loving this session. Oh my God, what? That was a major corner cut shot. Oh, there you go. Look at that. It looked like he massively cut that last corner. But a 10.090. What a lap. I'm not too sure if it should be a valid lap. But he's done it nonetheless. Can we get anyone into the 9s? If anyone can, it'll be Rain. But he has invalidated, so it won't be Rain. Still got time for another run. The G is just at a lap. Aros is in lap. Trey is there. Okay, Gorniak is invalidated. Adams invalidated. We've still got 2 drivers yet to set a lap. Aurelian just about to start his latest attempt. But what a lap that was from Rhino. Wow. Kieran's going in. Rain's invalidated, doesn't he? So, and Vegeta's validated as well now. Will Rain stay out for another lap? Or is he going to come in? He's got just over 5 minutes and he comes in. What about Vegeta? Will he come in or will he go? No, he's coming in. Trey's invalidated. Well, oh, here we go. Right, let's call him. Let's run them all with Adam. Please don't invalidate. Let's see what we can do. It looks a bit untidy. I don't know if this is just untidy or if it's just Cody's lag. He's currently 3 temps up on his time, so that'll be 11.2. So that'll only move up a couple of places. Oh God, the bloody engine noise. But improvement is improvement. We saw last year that Adam wasn't the best qualifier, yet in the race he always found himself up in the top positions. Oh, and he's spun coming out the last corner. That is not how you set a lap around here. A shame for Adam because he was improving, like we said. But that will end any hope. But then, what about Jake then? Second time lucky for Jake. Nice chicane. And what can he do? It's 10s, a 10.9. So up into P12 for Jake. He was confident. Again, Jake isn't the kind to set a best in qualifying lap. Jake's the kind of guy that will just set a consistent lap time during the race. And it'll be up in the top 5 before you know it. Firmsy then, look at that. The timing screen says he's 3 temps up. If he does that, he'll be in the 9s. Second it is in the last corner. There's got to be some kind of bug because that looks like another corner cut. But there we go, he's in the 9s! 109.7. What a lap from Firmsy. 3 temps clear of anyone else as it stands. Who's next then? Is that Danny Jones? No, he's invalidated. Who's next? We've got an Alpine. That'll be Fizek. who has invalidated. We've got Alfa Romeo, Vegeta, outlap, Aston Martin, Connor. Here we go. Oh, that's a bad lap. He'll be wanting to go again. Next is Williams. Is that Adam again? It is, but he's on a slowdown lap. He'll be pitting. We've got a Merc approaching him, which will probably Benster. It is, so on board with that. Oh, he has invalidate, so that was it. Apologies, I was in the middle of stuff. So who's next? Oh, it looks like Rain. I've gone the wrong way. Rain's invalidated again. Nope, sorry, that's Kieran. What am I chatting about? Rain is down 2.5 seconds. That is not good. That is not good at all. So we've got a Ferrari approaching the final corner. That's Kieran who's invalidated, so he's fine. Got a Haas at elite risk. Is he about to settle a lap? It looks like he's a 10th down, so I don't even go any faster. No. And Al Mercedes behind him, which is going to be faster. And then we've got an Alpha Tauri. Is that Aurelian? On an outlap. And next we've got McLaren's Henry Jones invalidated. So we've got the Rain. Oh, and Kieran's gone round. So he's do round here. Shame, because that, I believe, is going to be his last effort. And Firmsy is retired from session. He's confident. Oh, and look at that, Rhino. According to the game, he's 2 temps up at purple sector 1. We'll stay on board with Rhino. If Rain is finished, he won't be improving. Danny Jones, Vegeta, Alros, Connor, Jake, Adam, all done now. Oh, and he's invalidated. He's invalidated. So I guess it's Kieran. But the game's only 17 seconds. Kieran's done. What about elite risk? He's done. Benster, right, come on then, Benster, set a lap, come on. One of you's got to set a lap. No! Aurelian's done, isn't he? Is Aurelian done? Is he done? No, he's going to set a lap. Alright, here we go then. Come on, Aurelian. Top 10. You can do it. He does! P9! Oh, that's a fry in the background hitting the wall. Was that Jake? No, who was it? Was it Kieran? It was Kieran. He's had a bit of fun there, hasn't he? So that, ladies and gentlemen, is your grid order. We'll wait for the game to sort itself out. And then we'll do the official rundown. Right then. Oh, I just got +5. What's happening there? Right, so here is your qualifying rundown. Firmsy takes pole for 109.742. Almost, well, 3 tenths ahead of Rhino, who joins them on the front row. Rain and Kieran are going to be on row 2 tomorrow. Owen and Danny Jones will be on row 3. We've got Elite Risk next to Vegeta. We've got Aurelian and Benster rolling up the top 10 on row 5. And then we've got Alros, Connor, Jake. We've got Trey. And then we've got Kegoniak, Fizek, Adam with another 5-second penalty. Visions. Wait, so was there a cycle coming along? What happened? What happened? Tell me. Gripping. Ah, damn it! I missed it. Right then. So, let's have a look what tyres are on, and it's not letting me go into race director. What? There we go. Hards. So, we're going at 2103. Sounds like a couple of drivers have got wet setups on, but does it look wet? It's gonna be one of those wet track dry tires, isn't it? Which means I wouldn't recommend starting on the hards, especially when the tire temps are what they are. So I will leave you here, and Fresh, you know what I'm gonna go do, but I won't say it, and I'll see you in a minute. Lubrication. Right then, here we go. We are under 20 seconds away from the race start. A lot of drivers chopping and changing their starting tyre. I think Danny Jones is going to... I mean, I hope he's not going to regret going on those hard tyres at the start, but we'll see. No formation lap because the game is still broken. Here we go then. We wait for the red lights to go out, and it's lights up, and what the hell? Oh, for Christ! What the flaming God! Come on! Seriously! What in the blue hell was that? Stupid! Come on, man! How are we supposed to run leads when you get crap like that? God! Sorry guys, I'm just speechless at the moment. Right. Let's try, shall we? So yeah, it's started on the dries. So Danny Jones, for whatever reason, managed to get a 5-second head start on everyone. He is currently in the lead by about 4 seconds. We've got yellow flags by the hairpin as drivers in turn 1 decide to do their business. Vegeta, definitely the biggest loser at the start. Looks like... Oh, was that Mercedes in the wall? Benster? Or was it Owen? It was Owen. Owen's in the wall. So, oh, and he's gone straight on for a second there. That's odd. So, no, I've got to get myself together because this is rather depressing. Right, I'm going to get the tyres on. Look at that, Danny Jones on the hards. I mean, was that even a curse? I said Danny Jones might regret, but I hope he doesn't regret starting on the hards. And he somehow gets a head start. Is it rain? Is that rain? Is that rain? I thought I saw drops of rain. It is, you know. It's raining. I mean, is it going to be rain hard enough to go into the pits? I don't know. But, positions chopping and changing up and down the field. Kieran's got past, has been passed by Benz, I should say. Benz up into P6. We've got this mixed up grid. Danny Jones with another fastest lap, but I imagine Firmsy, yep, there you go. Firmsy beats that because caught him by about a second that lap. Pack Bussy already with a 3-second time penalty on lap 2. Not the way you want to be starting. He got Lenny texting me about the start. Yeah, I know, mate. That was ridiculous. So Owen has gone into the intermediates. Yes, the game is a joke. Yeah. So I'm interested to see if Owen can get these tyres actually up and running. We'll keep an eye on his gap. Obviously, he's just pitted and he's ahead of Vision, and Vision's lost his wing. So it's all going down at the moment. Danny Jones still just about prevailing on those hard tyres, but it looks like he's locking up quite a lot. And the rain is definitely getting heavier. He needs to change gear. There you go. What's going on there? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. This game is just absolutely messing my mind. I'm forgetting all the words to say. Rhino is currently P4. We've got people changing positions again. Is that people spinning? Yep, there you go. He's run wide. So here we go then. People are pitting for the intermediates. So on lap 3, people are pitting for the intermediates. We were a bit unsure about the weather, weren't we? And here we go. Where will Owen come? Because obviously he did have wing damage, so he would have had that extra 5 seconds or so. I'd be interested to see if he does go anywhere, but Danny Jones keeps his lead. Rhino has jumped. Rain, obviously, Rain's been held up in the pits. DRS has officially been disabled now, and everyone apart from Arun and Vision are now on the intermediate tyres. I think those guys at the back definitely need a safety car to bunch up. But Danny Jones must be loving that. I mean, he's definitely in a full position considering where he started and how the fact that he somehow got the lights out. But you know, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth, do you? Firmsy is closing him down though. Rain, obviously, again, he's lost that time in the pits. So he's down to P5. He is currently all over the back of these two, and Rhino's made a mistake. And Rhino is able to, Rain is able to get past. And now Rain, oh, look at massive lock-up on those intermediate tyres. And that does open the door back up to Rhino. But, I keep trying to swear. I'm trying not to swear because, you know, professionalism. Anyway, so yeah, we've got all these kind of Elite Risk 4 seconds behind Firmsy now. I don't know how many of these drivers will have practiced the Rain. But I tell you what, Danny Jones is definitely holding his own. Obviously, Firmsy is the fastest driver at the moment, but he's definitely on for a podium. And I don't know what kind of controversy that will cause. We'll ride on board with Rain. Oh, for God's sake, I can't ride on board with Rain because those gear ratios are grinding my gears. So we'll have to do this for you for now. Okay in higher gears. No, it's not. It's fake. Rain is catching Rhino. Sorry, he was catching Elite Risk, I should say. But apparently Vision's got rear wing damage. So he's definitely having fun out there. Rainen, he is within that second of Elite Risk. No DRS, as I've already said. Is that a 3-second penalty? It's a 5-second penalty. So it looks like he didn't slow down in time. So that will come off when he pits next time. So he's got to get going, Rain. Come on. How are we supposed to listen to that? Come on, Codemasters, get your act together. This is ridiculous now. You've got the EA money. Come on. Right, but as you can see, no DRS means it's harder to catch on the straights. Oh, Rain, very lucky to get away with that. Oh, and there's a Ferrari. Kieran getting all that sorts out of trouble. Is he get past by Kagorniak? Is he going to get past by Benster? No, just Kagorniak for now. It's Isaac, the latest driver to get a penalty. Wonder how long this Rain is going to last for. That's the next question, I guess, isn't it? Vision's really having a bad time back there, isn't he? He's already being lapped. For God's sake, this rear wing damage really isn't doing him very well, as Owen in 13th position at the moment. Oh, he doesn't hit the wall. Go on me. Owen, so obviously he had the confidence, didn't he? And he did have a very good grid spot, but obviously possibly one of those drivers that hasn't practiced the wet conditions. Wade's just coming out the pits then for another stop. Danny Jones then, so he's still in the lead, but Firmsy does have the gap to under a second now. But interestingly, both drivers are pulling away from Elite Risk. So Danny Jones doing a good job up there, pulling away from Elite Risk. Got Benzer, looks like he's going for a move and Kieran, and he gets it done going into the chicane. Look at that, you can see compared to qualifying, these guys staying away from that wall, apart from, I think that was Aros who went really close. Well, that corner then, that Bussy carried a lot more speed into that corner, didn't he? Well, out now, I'm open up for a move up into P10. How he thinks about it, Connor stays in P10 for now. There you go. Right then, Rain, just 4 attempts now. A couple of attempts, I should say, that as they come up to lap Visions. Seriously, look at that. How can you be happy with that quality control, Codemasters? Come on. It's like the engine sounds. The drivers look like they're locking up into every corner. How is this acceptable? Come on. Like, was that a lock-up? Really? I can't really tell. But either way, for God's sake. Either way, Rain is putting the pressure on Elite Risk to make a mistake. But Elite Risk is standing firm. The grid will sort itself out now, but Benzer is behind. Will Rain? No, look, he can't get close enough to make a move. Benson 4 attempts, he will be making a move. Will Rain have a move? Will he make a move into turn 1? No, he will not, but it looks like he's getting close up the front as well. Firmsy now. He's firmly within striking distance. Still not flat out that corner though. We are on lap 8 now, out of 35. As we've got Mercedes in the wall. Is that Owen again? He is, oh dear me, he's cursed himself tonight, hasn't he? Oh dear me. And he is now down in 17th position. But he's now got to do a whole lap with no wing. God, oh, and as he locks up, that is, well, we won't stay there because that would just, I think that'll just depress them even more. But there we go then. Firmsy and Danny Jones. Firmsy has got past him into the hairpin. And as we brave the engine sounds, Firmsy is in the lead. I believe it was Jake in the pre-show who said that Firmsy is definitely possibly the hot favourite for tonight, and he's definitely proving it. Because Rain, as far as he tries, cannot get past Elite Risk. I think Rain did say he's got the wet setup as well. So we'll see what he can do. Oh, and I said Alfa Romeo in the background. Who was that? Was that Vegeta? No. Who was it? Who span? Oh, Owen's retired. It was Visions. Of course it was Visions. And that is a safety car then. The safety car is out. Owens has spun. Bit of an odd place to spin. But he's dropped it. And the full safety car is out. Now this is, I'll tell you what, it's not what we wanted, but it's certainly going to bring the pack close together. Unfortunately, Visions can't unlap himself, but we'll bring everyone else back into play. And while we've got a quiet moment, I'm going to go close my window. Because my neighbours are probably wondering why I'm shouting. Because the game is crap. That's why. Alright, so while we're there, let's have a look at the big winners and losers, shall we? So, obviously, Firmsy started on pole and now has his first position back. Danny Jones, well, up 4, but obviously we know why. Elite Risk is up 4. Crane down position, Rhino down 3. Craig Goriak up from P14 to P6. Good race from him so far. Benster up 3, Alros up 8. Fizek up 3, Vegeta's lost 3 places, Bussy up 7. You've got Kieran, the biggest loser there, in P14, currently losing 10 positions, and Visions has decided to call it a day. I don't blame him, if I'm being completely honest with you. Adam started last, there you go, look, because I think he had that 5 grid penalty, didn't he? So he started last. So he's up 5 places and already done 8. And Trey has, well, he needs a new nose, and he's also got a 5-second penalty as well. He's got to be quick, otherwise the safety car's going. Oh, and Trey's retired, so I think he's had enough as well. So the game is proving too much. 10 laps in, just under a third of the way through. The game looks good, right? I think we can all agree the game looks good, right? Yeah? Cool. I wonder how that's going to dry. Right then, so this should be the last lap. The safety car is out. And we shall... Oh no! Oh, Danny Jones! Danny! He's dropped it under the safety car. And the guys have got to be careful not to pass him. Otherwise they're going to get penalties. Looks like... There you go. Pack Bussy has to get it back. So hopefully that's sorted that out. And the other cars are waiting for him as well. Oh dear. Oh, bravo, Codemasters. Just bravo. What? Do you know what? What an absolute shit show this game is. I mean, honestly. Charging 70 quid for this as well. I mean, come on. Embarrassing. So, Danny Jones. Now P8. After this spin. Safety car is in this lap. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not too sure how much I can take of this. Alright, so Firmsy. Right, Firmsy has gone there. He has pedal to the metal already. And we've got drivers this coming into the pits. Right, have we got these guys got damage? Is it drying up? No, just is that the wets? The full wets are going on. Oh dear. I don't mean oh dear. What I mean is holy moly. We've got heavy rain now. What is going on? It's definitely a big risk. I mean, at this point, do you stay on the inters? I hope it dries out. But either way, look, you can see how much Firmsy is struggling. This is... it looks like he's on the dries when he's on inters. And look at... I mean, I don't know if that is brain locking up or not. You can never tell with this bloody game. But Elite Risk is past Jake. Jake really struggling as well. It looks like maybe he hasn't got temperature into those tyres. I'm not too sure, but he is being swarmed by those runners on the wet tyres. Look at that. He's had to take the escape road. It must be the tyre temps. These wet tyres. I tell you what. I mean, look how much these guys have caught up already. I tell you what, Elite Risk could be on to win here. Just look at this. Just look how much grip he's got. I mean, I tell you what, if this is the new you've got to be careful, Elite Risk, because if they pit, and Firmsy, yeah, they all pit, and rain stays out. But Elite Risk could be up into P2 here. He is. And I tell you what, this is going to be, because rain is struggling so much. Look at that. Elite Risk is only 10 seconds behind now. That is staggering stuff as everyone rushes to get the wets on. Obviously, the guys who went, the early adopters, you've got Benson who's gone up to P3 now. Firmsy has lost out. He's down to P5 now. Rhino, Benster, Elite Risk all profiting. Same as Alros. Aurelian as well, up into P9. I think he was down in P16, 17 at one point, wasn't he, a minute ago? So just Rain then. Look at that. He's lost 2.5 seconds in the first 2 sectors alone. Wow. The delta between these two tyres is ridiculous. I mean, it doesn't look like it's raining that hard. But look, just look how much he's struggling. Just drown out the noise for a minute. And you can just see how much he's struggling. Gap down to 5 seconds. Is he going to go in? No. He stays out again. Rain is risking it for that biscuit, isn't he? This is definitely something we're not used to. I mean, definitely on this game. Obviously, last year we knew that the Inters could hack it. But he's lost 5 seconds in 1 lap. This is definitely a bold move for Rain. But, tell you what, we're definitely seeing a cocktail of everything tonight, aren't we? It's I'm not going to say what else we haven't seen yet, because I will curse it and it will happen. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Just look at that. He's struggling so much. I'm like a parrot now, and I'm if it's not the engine noise, it's that everyone's bloody locking up. Let's see how much of it. Watch the lock up, ready, and lock up. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, I would say what a move, but I think Rain is struggling so much. I don't think he had a choice to do that, really. And that is Rain. Is he going to get done by Benster on the straight? Surely Rain's got to come in now. I don't know how long this rain is going to last for. But is he coming in? He is. He has given up. I think when you lose 5 seconds a lap, I think you've got to really... you've got to take it. So Elite Risk is your new race leader then. And Benster, so he had a poor qualifying Benster, but he is now up into P2. Last week's race winner, I should say, that's a mouthful, is up into P2. Firmsy back up into P3 then. He has got past Harrison Rhino. Or I think it was Rhino who got past, wasn't he? Elite Risk, we saw he wasn't particularly fast on the Inters, so hopefully it looks like he's doing okay on these wet soaks. Firmsy very much looks like he's got Benster's number in these conditions, but of course with no DRS aid, it's that much harder. Not even, oh, look at that! Benson running wide. That's gonna open the door for Firmsy, but he's not able to take advantage as Rain gets a 3-second penalty. Look at that! Look how much time he's lost. He's all the way down in P15. Wowzers! As Vegeta gets past Aurelian for P9. See what Firmsy can do. He's a bit too far away to have a look in turn 1. The gap coming down slightly to the front by about 0.2 then. So Benster slightly faster, which means if obviously Firmsy comes with him, they'll have a 3-way fight for the lead. Alros looks like he doesn't quite have the pace in the wet to catch these two. Rhino looks like, oh, well, hang on, if Benster made a mistake, I think he has, because Firmsy's got past. Definitely an unorthodox place to pass. There's something definitely happened. Alright, and can Benster keep up with Firmsy? Because the gap is now 3 seconds, so obviously there was some kind of mistake somewhere. Is anyone going to have a go into the hairpin? No, but Rain has got Pack Bussy. No, oh, they're fighting. Careful, boys. There he goes. Rain up into P14. Of course, because he would have had that 5-second penalty as well, wouldn't he? But I suppose even without that 5-second penalty, he'd still only be 13th. What about Kieran? Is he close enough to have a look at Aurelian? Not this time. What about Danny Jones? Quite close to Gagonic. No. Firmsy's got the gap down by 1.3 seconds, 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds. Stop it, 1.4 seconds. The gap is coming down. So Elite Risk will be under attack very shortly. So again, the question is, we weren't expecting this rain because everyone seemed to have different weather forecasts. So it's interesting to see how this plays out. The Rhino definitely looks faster now at the moment, but as the great Murray Walker used to say, catching is one thing, passing is another, and that's certainly the case. And look at that! Look how much battery Rhino's using, down to 25%. Now we all know, we played this game. It's quite hard to lose that much ERS in the rain, because it comes back quite a lot, so he's obviously using a lot of it. Jesus. I think if you're that much faster, you might as well just save it for now. He's certainly not making inroads, and I'll say that. Oh, he's got to wheel up the inside, but be careful, guys. You know what Codemasters collision graphics are like, and look at that. Rhino concedes going into turn 1. It was almost side by side, but quite a reason, fought against it. Gap at the front then, down to 1.3 seconds. Firmsy on the charge. Oh, and we've got a yellow flag, and it's Rhino! Oh, Rhino's in the wall! Oh, has there been contact? Has there been contact? And the safety car is out again! There must have been contact, because that is an odd place. What is that? Let's shake up to. Just had a little swung on there. And a little merry way. So there we go then. The race is once again neutralised. We have our second safety car of the race. The safety car just sitting there, waiting for people to go by. As Pack Bussy's got a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. Things you don't love to see. Oh, Elite Risk in the pits. Is it time for intos? See, look. I mean, there's your answer. Could Rain have... Is it going to run intos? Yeah, there you go. Back onto it. So they were on the wets for about 6 laps. And do you know what? I'm a big fan of that. Because on last year's game, you would have been able to stay out for those 6 laps perfectly easy on the intermediates. So the fact that these guys had to come in and put the wets on, even if it was for 6 laps, I am a big fan. Oh, and Rain! Oh my god, and I think Rain's had enough. I was about to say he's got a pit lane speeding entry penalty, and he has. I think he's had enough, and I don't blame him because it's been a bit of a crap race for him. But there we go then. Elite. The guys at the front, and Firmsy got out in front of Vegeta, so Vegeta has stayed on the wets for some reason, as has Fizek, and Pack Bussy, I believe, has come out on a fresh set of wets. I don't know if that was choice or if that was the game screwing him over. And Fizek's wets are new as well, so interesting. Again, I'm, going to drive with the benefit of the doubt and say the game screwed them over, because that's what usually happens 9 times out of 10. But there we go. We are almost... Well, we're over halfway now. An eventful race, definitely. On It's not hard to keep up, but it's hard to make sense of what's happening due to all the different bloody game things. So, will Vegeta pit? Surely Vegeta's got to pit. Because if we've seen that the Inters can't cope in the wet conditions, surely the wets can't cope. No, he is continuing on. I wonder if he's going to try and go for the dry tyres. But anyone who started on mediums is going to want this rain to go at least another couple of laps. Because obviously you only get one set of medium tyres now. A lot of these guys did start the mediums, which means if they put the mediums back on, it'll be their worn set from the start. Is that Jake in the pits? No, he's trundling along. And there you go, Pack Bussy onto the mediums. Fizak's pitted onto the mediums as well then. Alright, so just Vegeta then, onto the wets. It's going to be interesting to see his race start. Hopefully, I think Jake should catch up to the back, so I'm hoping the safety car comes in this lap. And then we'll go racing. So no, safety car not quite coming in this lap then. Jake's too far behind for it to register. So one more lap behind the safety car we shall have, and we will be going green on lap 22. Well, I know they're not on mediums now, Fresh. I mean, if it dries up, they'll go on mediums. I see if they pit now for mediums, it'll be the worn set. Right then, here we go. The safety car is coming in. Elite Risk leaves the pack with that lovely audio. Let's keep an eye on Vegeta. Look at that. He's already fallen back by quite a lot. Is he going to come under attack from Benster? Not quite, as Fizak gets a penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Fantastic stuff. Hashtag thank you, Codemasters. So Vegeta not doing too bad at the moment, actually, to be fair to him. He's keeping up, so he's obviously keeping those tyres nice and warm. As Alros gets past Kigoni, is that a ruin in the wall? I think it was, you know. Bit of an odd one, but Kieran's got past Kigoni as well. So has he got damage? Can't really see from that angle. Looks like he's got both end plates, so he's doing alright. I'll tell you what, is the wet tyre still the tyre to be on? Because Vegeta is keeping within close proximity, isn't he? But firmly attack an elite risk, and Vegeta keeping in touch. It'd be great to see if Vegeta can keep in touch, especially if it would be quite funny. There you go, Vegeta's lining it up. Looks like he's got a lot more traction at the hairpin. So I think he's a bit too far back to have a look into the chicane. Indeed he is. So you've got Firmsy. What does he do? Does he attack Elite Risk? Does he defend from Vegeta? But Benster has fallen back by a second, so he doesn't look like he's quite comfortable in these conditions, as Pac Bussy in the pits once again. Is he going back onto the wets? It would be quite funny if he did. And when I say funny, I mean it means everyone's on the wrong tyre again. Nope. Inches. Right, back up the front then. Look at that. We mentioned earlier about Elite Risk not having a fun time on the intermediate tyres. It means that Benster is back in play now, so we've got, what's that, less than 2 seconds separating the top 4. Auros, another one not seemingly enjoying these intermediate conditions. He's dropped back by 3 seconds. He's got Kieran for company, and then followed by the 2 Aston Martins, and then Aurelian and Danny Jones down in P10 after his lightning start. As looks like Adam and Fizek had a little battle. But Fizek wins out for now. Just can't tell what their traction's like with that bloody engine roaring like that. So I think Firmly's made a mistake there, because he's dropped back by a second, and Vegeta's dropped back by a further second there, and he's going to come under pressure from Benster, but not into turn 1 this time. So is this now the crossover point? Is this the point where you need those inches on? It definitely looks like Vegeta's struggling a lot more now. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think maybe Vegeta was able to keep the guys in front while the tyres were cold. But now those inters are in their operating temperature. It looks to be a lot faster, as what a move by Benster. He hasn't got it completed just yet, but he almost overtook him around the outside. Wow. What a move that would have been. He couldn't quite get it done, and now Vegeta, 2.5 seconds. He's dropped off Firmsy. And we'll have to stay with this battle for now, because will Benster, will he ever move? Will he ever look into the hairpin? No, not quite, but will he get the traction out of the corner? Now have a look into the hairpin. No, Vegeta's still able to hold on. 10 laps to go then. Doesn't look like the track's drying out anytime soon. Firmsy once again, I don't know where it's coming from, but Auros is definitely quicker somewhere, and we've got a yellow flag as, is it Pac Bussy who's had a little incident? No, it looks like, I think it's Adam actually. I think Adam's had a little spin, because he's down there in P13 now. He was fighting with Fizek, wasn't he? And yeah, look at that. The Inters are definitely struggling. Sorry, the Wets are definitely struggling now. He's over 3 seconds behind now. I think the time to be on the intermediates is now. And we'll have a look. We'll stay with this battle to see how long it takes Benster to get by. In theory, it shouldn't take him too long. Benster now, he's got to take all these bloody views. Benster, look at that, they're going to go side by side. Is this going to end well? Vegeta breaks later. Oh, he keeps the position. What a driving from these two. Well, Benster, will he have a look onto the hairpin now? Looks like Vegeta somehow got the traction out of that corner. Oh, dear me. Great driving from Vegeta. Great defensive driving. I mean, despite all this great defensive driving, they're bleeding lap time to the front two. And it looks like Elite Risk. I mean, the one place looks like he's faster is out of that hairpin, which is where you want to be the fastest. Oh, and Benster gets all out of shape. Is he going to come under attack from Auros then? Because Auros can have a look. Auros back into play. They're on the outside of turn 1. No, not quite. The yellow flag is at the face. Aurelian retires from the race. But, no safety car. Nope. We're safe for now. As this battle for P3 hots up, Vegeta. Look at that! Look, we're on the Vegeta train. Fresh mentioned, we've got a Vegeta Masterclass incoming. But look at that gaggle of cars as Alros has got past Spencer. Alros has caught him napping. But Spencer's not given up. Spencer's got the inside line for the next corner. He does brake later. But Alros isn't giving up either. Got the Ferrari and Kieran behind as well. They could be going 3 wide into the hairpin here. Kieran thinks up against it. But Benster takes P4 back for now. Look at this. Oh, look at that. And Kieran looks like he's going to possibly get Alros now. He does. He's up at the P5. He's got the traction out the corner. Alros slots in behind. Alros goes from 5th to 4th to 5th to 6th in 1 lap. As the Vegeta train in full speed right now. And it looks like he's got a slow exit out of the corner. And this is the opportunity Benson needed to take the podium place. And yes, he does up to P1. Will Kieran follow him through? He does. Vegeta loses 2 positions in 1 corner then. It looks like the track is drying out. So it looks like, well, that looked very close at the back there. Look at that. What's going on here? It's going the wrong way. We've got Aros and Kagorniak fighting for position. And Aros has a P7 now. I wonder if Aros has got damage. Doesn't look like he's got damage from there anyway. But he's losing positions as Kagorniak gets himself up into P6. And Vegeta, P5. And look at that. 7.5 seconds they lost in all that. And Firmsy still unable to get close enough to take a bite out of Elite Rest. We've got 7 laps remaining now. Will it dry out? Will we have a dry spell at the end? I think we can now officially say that if these guys do pit again, then they'll be on the softs. 13 drivers remaining out of the 20 that started. Just a quick reminder, we've lost Owen, we've lost Visions, we've lost Trey, we've lost Waves, we've lost Rhino, Rain and Aurelian. 13 left out of the 20. In these conditions, who can blame them? And looking at Vegeta's already fallen down by over a second and a half. So he's definitely committed to those wet tyres, hasn't he? Can't imagine they'll be very nice to him at the moment. The gap has come down a little bit, but staying steady really, to be honest. 7.5 seconds is the gap. So, unless any shenanigans do happen, it looks like the win is going to be between Firmsy and Late Risk. As can get on, Vegeta's had a spin, has he? I think he's had a horrible exit because he's lost position to Kagorniak and Aros. Kagorniak up into P5 now. What a race from him. We've said before that he's very consistent, Kagorniak. He doesn't have the raw pace of some of these front runners, but he is very consistent. And Kieran up into P4. Good to see Kieran back up into the high places. But it looks like Vizak could be the next one to attack Vegeta. Vegeta's still not giving up on these wet tyres, is he? He's committed. He's fully in. Both feet in. See how quick Vizak can be on the exit as he cuts that chicane like a madman. Here's the inside for turn 1. When we get Vegeta, he's able to brake that much later, and yes, Vizak up into P7. So the next person to attack Vegeta will be Connor. Not at this point. Firmsy looks like he's a lot closer. A couple of attempts then. Getting closer. Getting a lot closer. Let's see. 4 seconds behind now. God, what a lovely sound. And look at that, Benster's got the gap down. He's closed by almost a second now. So 5 laps, it's not over just yet, and the rain has stopped. So we could very much see dry tyres before the end. Vegeta now down to P9. Surely he's got to be. He's going to be the first one to dive in for dry tyres. The track does look a lot drier than it has done. The rain blinker lights are still on, and Vegeta's looks like he's had a collision. I think he's possibly hit someone on the way to the pits. Now, is it going to be softs? Is it going to be softs? It's mediums. That makes no sense. Well, there you go then. Medium tyres for Vegeta. We'll see if it pays off, because this could be what he needs. And what Elite Risk got a 3-second time penalty. He's cut one too many corners, and now the lead is Firmsy. So Firmsy knows all he has to do is stay behind Elite Risk, stay within those 3 seconds. Look at that. Benster has definitely found some pace. He's now under 6 seconds behind this battle now. So don't rule Benster out just yet. All he needs is another, 3 seconds, and he's got Elite Risk. But is anyone going to gamble? Let's have a look at Vegeta. Let's check in with Vegeta. How much grip does he have? Losing time to back Buffy, so I don't think. Oh, there you go. DRS is enabled. So there we go. The track is officially dry enough for DRS. But looking at track conditions, you saw just how Adam was able to just fly by despite DRS being enabled. So mixed signals once again here. So dry enough for DRS, but not dry enough for medium tyres apparently. But we've now got, 3.5 laps remaining. Will any of these drivers, will they risk it? Will they risk the dry tyres? The track looking a lot drier now. It's looking almost bone dry now. 3 laps remaining. Is anyone going to dive in? What kind of... There you go, he's in. They're in. They're both doing it. Well, that Benson, does Benson fall in? Oh! Do you know what? I thought he jinxed right for a second there. Oh, and Kieran's staying out. That is definitely bold. I definitely would not have stayed out, but Kieran is a 2-time champion. He knows a lot more than I certainly do. But is anyone else staying out? No, everyone's in the pits. Anyone else staying out? Jake is staying out. I'm a bit surprised by that, Jake. But Fizak has retired. It's too late for a safety car. He might have retired in the pits by the looks of it. But Vegeta, look at that, the top. He's still 2 seconds behind Adam, so he's not catching up. So, I mean, let's look at the time from Kieran to Elite Risk, because right now, oh no, the time's coming down now. So it looks like the soft tyre was the right tyre to be on. Connor gets a penalty for crossing the white line, but of course Elite Risk does have that penalty hanging over his head. I wonder if Kieran will pit this lap. It certainly looks like it's way too dry now. Will he go straight on, or is he going to risk it? No, he's staying out. So he's got 2 laps. And really, the gap, 6.7, in reality, is actually 9.7 because of penalties. So, if he can keep... He's got 4.5 seconds a lap to play with. Can he do it? It would be an absolute masterstroke if he could. Same for Jake in P5. If he's able to keep those guys behind, then that will be a gamble that's paid off handsomely. Vegeta's got past, Vegeta's got back past Adam. So is that now the dry tyres coming in clutch? And Vegeta, there you go then. Vegeta sets the fastest lap of the race. So it's official. The dry tyres are now officially faster than the wets. The gap is now down to 4 seconds between Kieran and Elite Risk. This is going to be tight because Firmsy is also in the hunt. If I was what do you do if you're Firmsy? Obviously he's got DRS. Does he try and overtake Elite Risk and try and take Kieran the last lap? Because that is all we have left. We have 1 lap remaining of this Canadian Grand Prix. It's absolutely flown by. As Elite Risk is another penalty. So that's 6 seconds down for Elite Risk. So by holding back Firmsy, he's almost gifting Kieran this win. The gap is down to 2.5 seconds. And it's on, ladies and gentlemen. It is on. Jake has lost the position to Ken Gornet, so he broke the QVP 5. But it's all about the leader of this race. For the second race in a row. This is going to be settled on the last lap. Who is going to win? You got Kieran, you got Elite Risk, you got Firmsy. Who is your money on? Who is your money on? Kieran, look at that, the gap. Surely. Just look how much grip he's got, or hasn't got. All Kieran needs to do, he's giving him a little bit of a squeeze. Elite Risk will be able to break that much later, but what Kieran needs to do is watch out for Firmsy, really, because I believe this race could be Firmsy's to win here. He does, look at that, he's past Kieran. Elite Risk is first on the track. Firmsy takes P2, which is the net P1, and Kieran looks like he will cross the line in P3, and here we go then, the guy has crossed the line. It's official, and that do you know what, that could be Benson on the podium. Elite Risk P3, does Benson get the podium? No, he does not. Elite Risk keeps the podium. And Kate Gornat comes home in P5. Great race from him and Auros. P6. Jake will come home in P7 in the end. But they both make up a position because Kate Gornat got penalties. Danny Jones, interesting race for him. P8. Bussy. Set the fastest of the race on the all. So he's taking that extra point away as well. So what an end to the race we had there. Absolutely Firmsy taking it on that last straight. Running out of a shame. What that would have been. But the soft time will paid off and see why is it flat? Oh no, it's okay. Go down. I myself and but it's like the game has crashed. Oh, this. Oh, there we go. Hey, thank you for working. Do you know what? We should thank Codemasters because the game worked. It did. Thank you, Codemasters. So, Firmsy is your race winner for round 2 in 7GR. If you enjoyed that, make sure you come back tomorrow because we have Tier 2. Tier 2 will be racing tomorrow around Yas Marina, where everyone has found a pothole to drive over. Alright, so then, gonna work. Is it gonna? It's thinking. It's thinking. It's still. Come on, you can do it. But while that, so yes, 2 to 8 Yasmin circuit. We've got a full, almost a full grid. But looks for tier 2. Has it actually just skipped the bloody results screen? You absolutely mother truckers! Seriously, like, come on. Right, I've had enough. So tomorrow, Tier 2, Abu Dhabi. Pre-race show from 8:15. Thursday, Tier 3, around Singapore. Again, pre-race show from about 8:15. Thank you very much for watching. I apologise for the crap show that is this Codemasters game, and we'll see you very soon. Bye bye.